Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Champion Cycle. On this episode, we have our buddy Pal Al's GSX 1000. He was kind enough to lend it to us to teach you guys how to do a burnout.
Wait, tires are in stock?
Lots of
We're good.
Champion Cycle, bro!
Champion Cycle, bro!
Tell us the steps, buddy.
Those steps. Clutch is engaged. Bike is in gear. Hand full of brake. Weight off the back of the bike. I'm gonna raise the RPM till about 3/4 of where it should be. So as you can see, this bike red line's at 13.5. I'll run it to about 9. And then you just let her dangle and dump the clutch. This is what it's all about, guys. A burnout is probably the easiest thing you can do on your motorcycle. I'm just gonna light this tire on fire until the wire's coming out.
And that's how you get laid, everybody.
That's how you do a burnout. Aftermath. Everybody knows there's lots of these videos online. We figured we'd make ours a little bit different, but we're gonna make this video a little more real for all you guys that are tired of looking at these videos of these guys that pretend like they know what they're doing, but they're used to sitting behind a keyboard. So before I get started, guys, I just gotta remind you guys, don't do these things on the public roads, closed tracks only. You could hurt yourself. Certified professionals only and all that jazz. Take a look at the little note on the board here. Play it safe, guys. Just use your noggin. Be smart about it. Don't be a goofball. This is what it's all about, guys. A burnout is probably the easiest thing you can do on your motorcycle to just have some fun, maybe show off a little bit. Maybe you're going racing, you're gonna take it down the drag strip and run that killer ET. Either way, you want to know how to do a burnout. Here we go, guys. Stay with us. This burnout's going to be good. It's pretty simple steps how to do a burnout. Key on. You're going to start the bike with the clutch in. You're going to put it in gear. You're going to rev the throttle while holding the front brake. You're going to release your weight off the rear wheel and you're going to let her dangle. I'm going to show you guys how it is in quick form and then we'll break it down for you.
And that's how you get laid, everybody.
As you see, guys, doing your burnout's pretty easy, pretty simple. There's a few different variations of a burnout. Once you kind of get it down pat, you can see you can actually do a burnout and walk the bike sideways and make it do a circle stupid easily. You can do a burnout standing beside the bike. You don't even have to be on the bike. Once you get a little more comfortable, you can do little things like that just to one up your buddies and do a little bit of feather plucking. See who's the biggest dude around. So here's the breakdown, guys. Let me show you guys how you do it. And then once we're all said and done, guys, I'm gonna show you what happens when you do it wrong. In case you're wondering what happens if you don't release the clutch right. What happens if you don't give it enough RPM. I will show you exactly what happens.
Tell us the steps, buddy.
So guys, here's what you wanna do. You're gonna turn on your key. So the bike is on. You wanna go ahead and press the clutch. You're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy in gear. So now at this point, your key is on. Your clutch is engaged. Your bike's in gear. Then what you're gonna wanna do is pretend like you're about to have an oh shit moment. So you grab a handful of brake. Now, what you gotta do is, you gotta release your weight. So as you can see, I'm sitting on the bike. I wanna release my weight from the back of the bike so that back tire becomes free. Now, when you're doing the burnout, you have to keep your hand on the brake at all times so you don't wind up like some of these guys in these little clips. You're gonna hold the brake, and with the same hand, if you look at my hand, you're gonna wanna roll the throttle and stay on the brake. So throttle off, throttle on, throttle off, throttle on, all the while staying on the brake. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna start the bike back. I'm gonna put it in neutral and start it up here real quick. Bike's running, back to those steps. Clutch is engaged, bike is in gear, handful of brake, weight off the back of the bike. I'm gonna raise the RPM till about 3/4 of where it should be. So as you can see, this bike red line's at 13.5. I'll run it to about 9, and then you just let her dangle and dump the clutch. Now guys, the only thing you don't want to do is you do not want to be bouncing off the rev limiter. As you can hear, the bike was screaming. I never exceeded 10, 11, 9,000 RPM. I kept it in that window. If your RPM is not high enough and your RPM is too low, the bike will stop. And what will happen is that tire that you just heated up will get sticky and it will start to pull. And it will try and make the bike take off out of your hands. You don't want that. Guys, remember what I was saying about if you do it wrong, what happens? I mean, everybody tells you, rev it up and release the clutch, let her dangle, and boom, the burnout happens. What happens if you don't have enough RPM? That's what I want to know. I mean, we've all seen the YouTube moment videos, but let's see what actually happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start a burnout, and what I'm gonna do is, guys, I'm not gonna rev the RPM to where it should be. I'm gonna hold this thing about 4,000 RPM, and I'm gonna start slowly releasing the clutch just to see, you know, as you're getting nervous and you're gonna try your burnout for the first time, it's a little nerve-wracking when someone tells you, rev this thing 3/4 of the RPM range and dump the clutch. I mean, we're only human. It's not natural. That would scare everybody. So you might be scared and you might start off at a lower RPM thinking, I'm gonna ease myself into it. Well, I'm gonna show you why you don't wanna do that. So proper burnout steps, I got that front brake loaded, my weight's off the rear wheel. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna rev it all the way. So I'm gonna rev to like 4 grand. So that's 5 grand, and I'm gonna slowly release the clutch. See the bike? It did not like that. And that was me releasing the clutch slowly with not enough RPM. Let's do that same thing now while dumping the clutch at too low of an RPM. Same thing. That's the biggest flaw you could do, aside from letting go of the front brake. You let go of the front brake, see you later. I've seen guys that they don't hold the brake enough, they don't load that front brake enough, and you'll see the bike kind of jumping and jerking. Now, I can't show you that on this particular bike because my buddy Alex has killer brakes. So, unfortunately, I can't show you guys any sort of brake fade or loose brake grab or any of that type of stuff because this bike's got stupid, crazy killer brakes, so that won't happen. Now, if you do the steps properly, it's very simple. Remember, key on, clutch, put the bike in first, bike's in first, grab a handful of brake. Now the bike was already running hypothetically because you would have started it when it was in neutral, but I want you to hear me. Go ahead and rev it up.
Bro, anybody could do a burnout like that. I thought you were cooler. Do some stunts.
Don't you think it's making the video
No,
too
I
long?
got. D, I told you I was gonna donate my tire. Can you please do a real burnout?
Our buddy Alex wants to see a real burnout. Get your watches out, because I'm just gonna light this tire on fire until the wire's coming out.
Wait, tires are in stock?
Lots of.
We're good.
Champion Cycle, bro.
Champion Cycle, bro.
That's how you do a burnout. Aftermath.
New paint job, broke that shit in, bro. Look at this shit.
Looks like we just stepped up the pace on how to do a burnout on a motorcycle, boys.
Oh yeah, D. Now this is the fun part, taking all this shit off.
No, that's for Zach at the shop.
At least it's not a hurry. Yeah, I just leave that shit. Zach will do that.
This shit cut right off.
Dude, you went right to the psst moment, eh? You heard it go psst and you just let off. You knew.
Yeah, but I didn't want to damage the rim.
So comment down below if you want us to mail you some Champion Cycle souvenirs in the mail. Letting it snow.
What do you think about that?
It's really snowing now. The gods are pleased.
Thanks again, guys, for watching this episode of Champion Cycle. This has been our how to do a burnout video. Remember, guys, it's a few easy steps. Start your bike, grab the clutch, put it in gear, stay on the clutch, grab the brake, give her some throttle, dump the clutch. Easy peasy. Give it a whirl on your own. Can't go wrong, guys. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if there's anything else you want to see, or if there's anything you thought we could have done better in this video. Hit us up, let us know. We're trying our best for you guys. Stay with us. We've got lots of other videos to go. Don't forget to check out some of our other cool videos down below. Thanks, guys.
Oh, look, it's snowing. It's a snowball. For real though, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. That belongs right next to Cock Santa.
I've had like 6 people message me saying, oh my God, how can you let him do a burnout on your bike like that? Well, here's how it goes. If you have a really hot girlfriend, do you f*** her? I build my shit to play with, not to look at. Champion Cycle, bro!